This is our question number 1. Very popular question. What is the angular velocity of a second hand and minute hand of a clock? Now, what would be the angular displacement in this case? Tell me.
Zero.
But we will not take angular displacement in one turn to be 0. No, we don't take it because it is actually, let's consider it, we call it displacement, but it is actually the distance covered. So what is the angular displacement of a second hand of a clock?
Ma'am, a second hand takes 1 revolution in 60 seconds.
Yes. So
And
tell me the displacement, angular displacement. 1 revolution would be what?
360 degree.
Ma'am, 2 pi radian.
2 पाई रेडियन. इधर सबसे ज्यादा गलती होती है, और ये जब हमने एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट पढ़ा तब भी मैंने बताया कि हमेशा एंगल रेडियंस में लेंगे. ओके. एंड why would be the angular velocity of a second hand and minute hand different? So both are going to cover an angle of 2 pi radian. So how come their angular velocities are going to be different?
Because the time taken is different.
Ma'am, because the time taken is different.
Correct. So it's a very simple explanation because time taken is different. For the second hand, it's going to be 60 seconds, and for the minute hand, it would be 1 minute. Oh no, it would be 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
It would be 60 minutes. It's going to take 1 full turn in 60 minutes. So that would be 60 into 60 seconds. Is it correct or correct? No. So we will get for second hands, omega becomes theta by t. So that would be 2 pi by 60. For the minute hand, it would be 2 pi by 3600. And unit in each case would be radian per second. Okay? Let's move on to second question. Question number 2. It says a body of mass 0.4 kg is whirled in a horizontal circle of radius 2 meter. So please make a note. We are not taking vertical circle. Vertical circle के लिए जो discussion होता है वो थोड़ा different हो जाता है. ठीक है? In a horizontal circle of radius 2 meter with a constant speed of 10 meter per second. So here look at the unit 10 meter per second. It means they have given you this speed. Angular or linear?
Linear.
Yes, this is linear speed. Okay. So mass is given as 0.4 kg, radius is given as 2 meter, linear velocity is given as 10 meter per second. You have to calculate the angular speed v. That would omega. Omega would be, we have done this formula, v is equal to r omega. Linear velocity is equal to angular velocity multiplied by the radius of the circular path. So this gives us omega as v by r. So 10 by 2. What do we get? 5 radian per second. This would be the angular speed. Frequency of revolution. Frequency of revolution would be what? It would be 1 upon time period, right?
Yes.
We did this relation yesterday, that frequency is reciprocal of time period. And if you remember, for time period we did this relation. Time period is 2 pi by omega. Right? So 1 upon time period then becomes omega by 2 pi. So this would be 5 divided by 2 into 3.14. You will get your answer in hertz. This much hertz. Then the next part of the question says we have to calculate the centripetal acceleration. So 1 done, 2 done, angular, 3 is time period.
Time period.
1 upon frequency करके time period निकल जाएगा. 4th is centripetal acceleration. What's the formula for centripetal acceleration? बताया था मैंने कल. We have done 2 formulas. हाँ जी, 11th है. We have done 2 formulas. सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स तो आप काफी टाइम काफी ज्यादा पॉपुलर है.
V square upon R.
It is v square by r, or it can also be calculated as
A is equals to R alpha.
r alpha. That is tangential acceleration. जब हमने एक्सप्रेशन करा था मैंने उसी समय बता दिया था, क्योंकि जब हम if you remember जब हम we started that derivation acceleration as d omega by dt, right? So the magnitude of the velocity was changing, right? So magnitude of velocity changes because of which component of acceleration, tangential or centripetal? बता दो बेटा. जब मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेलोसिटी चेंज होता है तो टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन के कंपोनेंट के कारण होता है कि टेंजेंशियल सेंट्रीपिटल के कारण. टेंजेंशियल. तो a इक्वल टू r अल्फा इधर नहीं यूज करेंगे, ठीक है. a बिकॉज़ वो टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन देगा. मैं दे स्पेसिफिकली आस्क्ड centripetal acceleration. So we can use v square by r, or we can use r omega square. Any one of the formulas we can use. So let's use v square by r is going to be simple for us. So 100 by 2. So this gives me 50 radian per second square. Sorry. मैंने units गलत कर दिए. Because this is a part of my linear acceleration. It's a part of my linear acceleration. So units will be meter per second square. ठीक है. This is not my angular acceleration. Angular acceleration के units होते हैं radian per second square. Now, everybody clear with this question? Shall we move on to the next question?
Ma'am, there's the value of mass also given, but we don't really need it, do we?
Yes. अगर हमें centripetal force निकालने के लिए कहते हैं, then we could have used this mr omega square.
Okay, ma'am.
और ये इसलिए भी होता है क्योंकि जब ऐसे क्वेश्चन होते हैं ना तो यू विल स्टडी रोटेशनल मोशन. तो ये जनरली आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए दिया जाता है कि कई बार बच्चे सोचने लग जाते हैं क्योंकि मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का भी आप फॉर्मूला पढ़ोगे mr स्क्वायर. तो दे स्टार्ट थिंकिंग किसमें मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया से करें किससे करें. सो जस्ट टू कंफ्यूज. ओके. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. A circular wheel of 0.50 meter radius is moving with a speed of 10 meter per second. So radius is 0.50 meter. It is moving with a speed of 10 meter per second. You have to calculate the angular speed. This is very simple.
Ma'am, 10 is equals to 0.100
upon 0.50.
50 into omega.
So I get omega as 100 by 5, that is 20 radian per second. Okay. And these questions might seem very simple, but जब 1 mark में आते हैं, then students generally tend to lose out on them, because generally when you start doing high level questions now, you forget how to do the simple ones. The angular velocity of a particle moving along a circle of radius 50 centimeter is increased in 5 minutes. So first of all, radius is given in centimeter. Please make a note. It is increased in 5 minutes. So time is also given in minutes. Again, needs to be changed. It is going from 100 revolution per minute to 400 revolutions per minute. You have to find the angular acceleration, alpha, and you have to find out the linear acceleration. Now, इसमें जो 100 rounds per minute or 400 revolutions per minute, what do we do with this information? बताइए ये क्या है? First of all, is 100 round per 100 round per minute or 400 round per minute? First, let's do the conversion. 50 centimeter को मीटर में convert कर लेंगे. But tell me, ये क्या है? This is omega or this is frequency?
Frequency. Ma'am, frequency.
And this is one of the sources of error when you're doing the calculation. So whenever the dimensions, look at the dimensions. It is round per minute. So it means these are dimensions of frequency. So 100 round per minute means 100 by 60 round per second. 400 round per minute means 400 by 60 round per second. Now this is frequency 1, this is frequency 2. Now from what's the relationship between frequency and angular velocity? Frequency is 2 pi omega. Frequency हमने करा था. Frequency is what? 1 upon time period.
Ma'am, omega by 2 pi.
Frequency is omega by 2 pi. Sorry. Yes, omega by 2 pi. So omega in terms of frequency becomes 2 pi nu. Omega becomes 2 pi nu. So from here we can get omega 1 as 2 pi into 10 by 6, and this omega 2 becomes 2 pi into 400 by 60. Okay, so this has given me omega 1 and omega 2. Now angular acceleration can simply be calculated as omega 2 minus omega 1 divided by the time taken. Okay, time taken is given 5 minutes is given, that would be 300 seconds. So this would be 2 pi u2 minus u1 divided by 300 seconds. This would give me the angular acceleration. Or once you have the angular acceleration, then linear acceleration simply would be r alpha. Okay, linear acceleration would be r alpha. R is given in the question. 50 centimeter ko you will convert it into meters. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Question number 6. We have to calculate the linear acceleration of a particle moving in a circle of radius 0.4 meter at the instant when its angular velocity is 2 radian per second and angular acceleration is 5 radian per second square. How will you do this? Tell me. You have to calculate the linear acceleration. I've solved all other examples.
I guess first we will find the time period.
First we will find the time period. और time period से क्या मिलेगा हमें बेटा?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
we did
so
in
we
the previous question.
indirectly find it by that R formula.
Sorry, two people were speaking at once, so I could not catch.
Ma'am, can
We will
use
use the formula for
And it is equals
tangential.
to R alpha. And
Yes,
AC
we
is
will
equals
use
to V square. मतलब हाँ omega square R.
R omega square. Okay, so we have alpha, we have omega, we have R. So using this, we can calculate R alpha as 0.4 into 5, that would be 2, right? Meter per second square. R omega square would be 0.4 into omega square, so 4. So that would be 1.6 meter per second square. Now you have to calculate the linear acceleration. So linear acceleration becomes AT square plus AC square. So this is 2 square plus 1.6 square. So this will be 4 plus, okay? So we have calculated the linear acceleration of the particle. Now, is the information enough, or are there is still some information that we have missed? It's a vector quantity. Please remember, it's a vector quantity. So we have found out the magnitude. We have found out the magnitude, but we still need to find the direction. So to find the direction, what do? We use the formula that tan theta would be equal to centripetal component upon the tangential component. So centripetal component कितना आया था अपना? If somebody has
Ma'am, it
noted it,
came 1.6.
okay, so that would be 1.6, and tangential component was 2. So I get tan theta as 0.8. So now we can refer to the table for tan theta and see when is its value 0.8. Okay, so theta would be tan inverse of 0.8. Got it? So next we have, I'll write it down, a threaded rod with 12 turns per centimeter and diameter 1.18 meter, 1.18 centimeter, is mounted horizontally. Is mounted horizontally. A bar with a threaded hole, a bar with a threaded hole to match the rod is screwed onto the rod. The bar spins at the rate of 216 rounds per minute. The bar spins, so this is the frequency of the bar. The bar spins at the rate of 216 rounds per minute. So what would be the frequency later on? How long will it take for the bar? How long will it take for the bar to move? How long will it take the bar to move 1.50 centimeter along the rod? Okay, so in each turn, first understand the question. So there is a rod, it has 12 turns per centimeter, and the diameter of the rod is 1.18 centimeter. This rod is mounted horizontally. Now a bar with a threaded hole to match the rod is screwed onto the rod. तो हमने rod के ऊपर एक bar mount कर दी. Now see, whenever the bar is going to move along with each turn, as the bar moves, it has, along with each angular turn that it is taking, it also moves forward. It also moves some distance forward. So you have to find how long will it take for the bar to move 1.50 centimeter along the rod. So in each turn, obviously it is going to move forward by some distance. What they are asking is how long will it take, what time will it take for the rod to move by 1.50 सेंटीमीटर. So इस तरह के क्वेश्चन में सबसे पहले हम क्या निकालेंगे, what is the distance between each. So this is our screw, it has various threads on it. ठीक है, this is our screw, it has various thread on it. So let's see what is the distance between these threads. What do we call the quantity of distance between two consecutive threads of a screw? We have studied it in screw gauge.
Pitch.
Ma'am, pitch.
Correct. It is called as pitch of the screw. So the pitch of this screw is, there are 12 turns per centimeter. So it becomes 1/12 of a centimeter. Okay. There are, in 1 centimeter, there are 12 such turns. So the pitch becomes 1/12 of a centimeter. Now let's see how many rotations it has to do to cover a distance of 1.5 centimeter. In each turn, it is going to move by 1/12 centimeter. So to cover 1.5 centimeter, number of turns would be, what would be the number of turns? Whatever is the total distance divided by the distance moved in one turn, that is the pitch. So our total distance is 1.5 centimeter. Our pitch is 1/12 of a centimeter. So I get 1.5 into 12 as my distance moved, 1.5 into 12 as the number of turns which are required to move by a distance of 1.5 centimeter. इतना समझ आया सबको? हाँ जी बेटा.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it means 18 turns में it will move forward by 1.5 centimeter. Now it's pretty easy. You have to calculate what is the time period which is required. What is the, not the time period, what is the time taken for 18 turns. Fine. So you have to find out what is the time taken for 18 turns. So now we have got our number of turns. So अब हम देखेंगे इतने टर्न्स में what would be the angular displacement. एक टर्न में एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगी 2 पाई, तो 18 टर्न्स में कितनी होगी?